Welcome back, hockey fans. Chris here with Jaeger Bombs Fantasy Sports and DFSR.com to bring you my DFS NHL First Look for DraftKings and FanDuel for Thursday, December 2nd. Coming off another good night, and in this video, I'm going to look at my early targets and goal, top team matchups, and then some individual players for those teams as well. If you'd like to see and want more, make sure to head over to patreon.com/JagerBombs to get your NHL package for just $10 a month with a subscription. You get access to our daily cheat sheet, core plays, stacks, rankings, access to our NHL-specific Discord channels, coaches, and much more. You can also get a copy of my cheat sheet over at DFSR.com. With a subscription there, you will get access to my sheet, the DFSR projections and optimizer for NHL, NBA, NFL, MLB, and PGA, all for one price. With that, let's jump into today's breakdown. Okay, so here are the matchups for tonight. We've got a nice big 10-game slate, 5 games with a 6 total. As of now, these odds were updated first thing this morning. A couple of really big favorites here. Carolina's a huge favorite at home, -310. Washington, -200 at home. Florida, -270 at home. Minnesota, 175 at home. And Dallas, 165 at home are some of the biggest favorites on the slate. So let's just jump right in. Let's talk about some goalies. So very interesting from a goalie perspective here. I'm not going towards these most expensive guys here tonight, at least as of now. My favorite play right now is Cam Talbot for Minnesota, -175 home favorite, like I talked about there previously, only 8,100. So he's the 5th most expensive on DraftKings, and he is looks like also the 5th most expensive on FanDuel. So I do like that slight discount that we get with him. He has been he's been good, not great. He's been facing about 31.4 shots per 60, .914 save percentage on the season. But what I do like here is that New Jersey's lost 6 of their last 8 games while scoring just 2.8 goals per game, and they rank 17th on offense on the season. Talbot has been red hot. He's won 4 of his last 5. He's faced 30-plus shots in all of them and has posted a .937 save percentage in that time. Easily at those prices and how good he's been lately, he's in play for me in all formats as my top goalie. The other goalie I'm considering, if you're looking at some value tonight, is going and looking at Calgary's Jacob Markstrom. On FanDuel, on DraftKings, only 7,200 is just way too cheap for a -145 favorite here. They've been very good. Calgary has been one of the better road teams in the league this season. If we go down here and look, they're 9-2-2 on the road this season. Number 1 offense on the road. And LA hasn't been great in terms of defense at home. They're 20th in terms of defense at home. Calgary has also been the number 1 road defense. So they're the number 1 road offense and the number 1 road defense. So I really like that for Markstrom, that Calgary should probably get some goals for him, as well as the defense has played very well. He's also been really good lately. He's won 4 of his last 5 while tallying a .940 save percentage in that time. -145 favorites here. Kings are 25th in offense and have lost 6 of their last 7. Absolutely love that price. Might even run him in cash over Talbot just to get some of these top stacks tonight. Let's just jump right into 3 teams that I am targeting tonight. In no specific order, just the way that they showed up when I was doing my notes this morning. Starting things off, first game of the night actually is Carolina, -310, 6 total here. They are projected for the most goals on the slate. And that's just a simple calculation looking at the Vegas odds and the over-under of the game. Number 8 overall offense versus the dead last defense in the league. Carolina had struggled coming in, but no better place to get right than facing Ottawa. Like I said, they're dead last in goals against this season, and they've lost 6 straight, given up 4+ goals in each game, 6+ 3 times. So they're just giving up a ton of goals. It was a great get-right spot, like I said, for Carolina. Great matchup from an advanced stats perspective as well. Carolina's 11th in scoring chances. Ottawa's 29th in scoring chances given up. Carolina's power play has been just average this season, ranking 16th overall. But they should get plenty of opportunities tonight. Ottawa is 9th in penalties given up, and they're 29th in penalty killing. So that's a good matchup for Carolina as well. That's kind of where I am looking to. Is the power play. Top plays are Aho and Netchus on the top line. No one really for Carolina has been running hot lately, like super hot, where one player's, out there 10, 12, 14 points last 10 games or anything like that. So I'll definitely turn to their top player in Aho, who centers line 1 and the power play line 1. He scored sorry, not scored. He has 8 points in his last 10 games, 32 shots. So that's a very solid floor right there. And he just has a very plus shot volume on the season. We'll go now and look at the skaters. On the season, we are at, let's just jump over here, 9.4 shots per 60 and 16.7 shot attempts per 60. And then he's right up there in terms of scoring chances as well, 12.7 scoring chances per 60. I like pairing him with Netjes, who skates on the right side with Aho in line 1 and the power play 1. Best value on DraftKings he's at a sub 4K price tag, and he comes in with multiple shots in 4 straight and points in 2 of his last 3. So that's a nice salary saver to help you pay up as well, especially if you're not going with Markstrom and net and you're paying up for one of those goalies. You're going to need probably 2 to 3, maybe even 4 value plays tonight. And then on defense, with DeAngelo and Pesky out on COVID protocols, I do like Jacob Slavin here. He's kind of a lock to get you about 22 plus penalty minutes. Going to get some added, probably even get close to that 25. He's going to play some power play time. He's averaged 4 combined shots, blocks in his last 10 games as well. So that's just a really solid floor for a 4,400 defenseman, 43 on FanDuel, in play on both sides for sure as a top value play for defense. Second team I am looking at tonight, the Dallas Stars jumping to some late night games. Like I said, minus 165 favorite, 5.5 total here, projected for 3.4 goals. Could be a little bit higher, could be a 6 total, but Dallas's offense, 21st ranked overall this season, so a little bit below average. But they're coming in red hot, winning 5 straight and 7 of their last 8 games while scoring 3.8 goals per game. So their offense has ticked up big time recently. So I definitely like that. They are the number 9, so they're top 10 road or top 10 home offense versus the 31st ranked road defense in Columbus. So good matchup there as well. Columbus also ranks 26th overall in defense and have given up 12 goals in their last 2 games. So just in the very, very short term have been really, really bad. So Dallas is definitely going to stand out. And what makes them stand out even more is not only the matchup, they're at home, they're favorites, they're good scoring chance matchup, they have a really good power play. They also have excellent points per dollar value, taking me to my top plays in Hintz, Robertson, and Pavelski. Easily the top points per dollar line stack for me tonight. They skate together on line 1, power play 1, with Hintz. He's kind of like the power play quarterback. He's going to be back there on defense. Klingberg is also questionable tonight, so he should get even more, I would say, like shot volume, which would be like your shot attempts, your Corsi. He's also been scorching hot as well. All 3 of them have been, to be honest. Hintz has 12 points and 31 shots in his last 10 games. Robertson has 13 points and 18 shots in his last 10 games, and Pavelski has 12 points and 21 shots in his last 10 games. So Robertson and Pavelski don't really give you that nice solid floor in terms of shot volume, but they're both very cheap. Let's just jump over and look at them here. So we got our Dallas combination. Yeah, the 4,200 and 4,800 on DraftKings are their best value. They even stand out in that mid 5K range on FanDuel as well. But they are red hot, especially with Hintz there, 31 shots. He gives you that elite shot volume, and it is backed up over here. If we look at the advanced stats, 10.4 shots per 60, 17.5, which is, you're looking at the elite status once you start getting over that 16, 17 range. Like Ovechkin is going to be in that 21, 22 range, something like that. So anything over like 15, 16 is well above average. So seeing 17.5 shot attempts per 60, backed up with scoring chances in here as well, 14, and then 6.7 of those 14 coming. So half of his scoring chances are coming in the high danger area. Absolutely love Hintz here, especially on DraftKings at 5,700. So Dallas just makes a ton of sense. And then on defense, I think we can also look at Esa Lindell as like a cash punt value, 3,600 on DraftKings, 4,500 on FanDuel. Little to no upside really, but has averaged over 4 combined shots, blocks in his last 10 games. And that's kind of what I look for just for a solid floor. Not only does it give us, a locked in 6 to 8 fantasy points, but it also allows us to go and spend to 4 or 5 top plays, especially if you combine a couple of these lower priced plays together, and especially on DraftKings, if you're going with Markstrom in goal, you're going to be able to spend up for some of these top stacks tonight. Finally, we've got Florida Panthers. They're huge minus 270 favorites, number 2 in terms of implied goals tonight behind Carolina. They bounced back big time after losing 4 straight in early November. They've now won 5 of their last 7, scoring 4 or more goals 4 times in that span. They're the number 3 overall offense versus the number 29 overall defense for Buffalo here. Great matchup. Florida's also number 3 at home, number 2 in scoring chances. And while Buffalo is number 8 in terms of scoring chances given up, they are 26th in high danger scoring chances given up. So I definitely like to see that as well. And then it's a little bit of a plus power play advantage here for Florida as well. Florida's also, what do we got here? Buffalo lost 12 of their last 15 games, and they've given up 4.2 goals per game in that time. So this is definitely standing out there. And then my top stack with Barkov still out here is going to be line 1 with Bennett, Huberdeau, and Verhaeghe. Again, it's a really nice mix. First of all, you have Bennett. He's only got 6 points in his last 10 games and is up in that 7K range. Like I said, that shouldn't be hard to pay up for him tonight with all these other values, like each and every night that come up, top line guys at really cheap prices. Plus, if you go, like I said, Markstrom or a 2-value defensive stack, not really a stack, but a 2-value defenseman, especially for cash games, it's going to make going with a Bennett at 7K or Aho at 7,500 a lot easier on this slate. But he has elite shot volume. Bennett does 4+ shots in 5 of his last 6 games, and an elite 11.8 shots per 60 and 19.9 shot attempts per 60. So he's getting up there in the Ovechkin range in terms of shot volume. Absolutely love that. And then 12.9 scoring chances as well. So he's getting a lot of scoring chances. So he's a high floor, high upside type guy, even at 7K. It's just more about this matchup and this line combination. So Huberdeau, lower shot volume on the season, 11.8 per 60. So a lot lower in terms of comparing him to Sam Bennett. But lately is where he really stands out. He's got 3+ shots in 9 straight with 11 points in his last 10 games. So they skate together on the top line. All 3 of these guys. Verhaeghe's a value option on that top line down here at 4K on DraftKings, 4,900 on FanDuel. Comes in with 7 points in his last 10 games, so very solid production here on that top line. And he also gives you exposure to power play too on there as well. So not too big on Carolina's power play tonight, but it does have an advantage. And Verhaeghe gives you that exposure, gives you exposure to that complete line 1 of forwards, as well as gets you exposure to that power play too, should they get some extra time out there as well, because that's who he skates with, while Huberdeau and Bennett are on power play 1. All right, that takes care of today's first look video. Make sure to stay tuned to the sheet. Let's go over here. The depth chart tab will be updated once more of the morning skate information comes in. Ryan's top targets will be filled out this afternoon as well. He also has his highlighted plays on the center, winger, and defense tab. The all skaters tab here, those are going to be my top plays here from the video. I'm going to add more as the day goes on, and I'm going to keep this list to just those players. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll check you back in the winning picks tonight. And if you want to get a copy of the sheet, make sure to head over to patreon.com/JagerBombs or DFSR.com. We have free trials for both. Make sure to check out the description below the video. If you have any questions, either leave a comment or hit us up in the Discord chat or the DFSR.com chat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just search Jager Bombs Fantasy Sports. Good luck today, everyone.